Have you heard enough from the lefty loonies claiming that President Trump doesn't have a negotiating strategy with his tariffs? I'm going to set the record straight. President Trump's tariff strategy is pure negotiating brilliance. He levied tariffs using a strategy called opening from the extremes. This simply means opening negotiating gambit is outside the norm or expected range, and it favors the party with the most power, that is, the United States. President Trump's tariff strategy is a lightning rod both for fervent support and vehement criticism, and it represents a radical departure from conventional trade policy. It's not merely economics, it's a declaration of independence, a defiant assertion of American sovereignty in a globalized world. It's a testament to the America First doctrine, a promise kept to the forgotten men and women of the industrial heartland. The balance lies in the sheer audacity of the opening gambit. Trump's opening from the extremes isn't a diplomatic faux pas. It's a masterclass in negotiation, a calculated shock to the system. It's the economic equivalent of a prizefighter's haymaker designed to stun the opponent and dictate the terms of engagement. For too long, America has played the polite loser, adhering to outdated trade agreements that systematically hollowed out its industrial base. Trump, with his blunt pronouncements and towering tariffs, shattered that paradigm. Opening from the extremes favors the side with the most power in a negotiation, and the United States is the largest economy in the world. Consider the steel and aluminum tariffs. These weren't just abstract economic measures. They were a lifeline to the struggling American industries, a bulwark against the tide of cheap foreign imports that had decimated domestic production. It was a tangible demonstration that the government was finally prioritizing American workers over multinational corporations and globalist elites. The opening from the extreme strategy is a reclamation of leverage, a refusal to be bound by the niceties of diplomatic protocol. The old rules of engagement with their emphasis on consensus and compromise are relics of a bygone era, a self-imposed handicap in a cutthroat global economy. Trump's tariffs, by contrast, are a show of force, a clear signal that the U.S. is no longer willing to be a passive participant in the global marketplace. The fact that at least 18 trading partners have already made written offers and nearly 200 have contacted the administration in reaction to the tariffs is proof that the strategy is working. And oh, by the way, the Chinese have caved too. It shows that other nations are taking the U.S. seriously and are willing to negotiate. This is a win for the American people. The establishment, of course, recoiled in horror. Economists warned of trade wars and retaliatory tariffs and spiraling costs and disrupted supply chains. But these are the predictable bleedings of globalist elite. They're more concerned with protecting their own interests than with the welfare of the American worker. The tariffs are a necessary disruption, a painful but ultimately beneficial jolt to a system that had become complacent and corrupt. The fact that other nations are responding with written offers is vindication of President Trump's strategies. The concept of reciprocity is key to this worldview. For far too long, America has been the victim of unfair trade practices. Its markets flooded with subsidized foreign goods while its own exports face prohibitive tariffs. Trump's tariffs are a response to this imbalance, a demand for a level playing field. If other countries want to access the American market, they must play by American rules. The written offers that are being made are other countries starting to play by those rules. This approach reflects President Trump's economic nationalism, a belief that national prosperity is inextricably linked to national strength. The tariffs are seen as a tool to rebuild American industrial might, to revive the manufacturing sector that once powered the nation's economic engine. They're a rejection of the idea that America's future lies in a service-based economy, and a reaffirmation of the importance of tangible production and skilled labor. The fact that many trading partners are making written offers show that they are worried about the American manufacturing sector, and that the tariffs are having the desired effect. Now, critics argue that tariffs ultimately hurt American consumers, raising prices and stifling innovation. They point to the retaliatory measures taken by other countries, which have damaged American exports and harmed American farmers. But these are short-term pains for long-term gains. The tariffs will ultimately force other countries to the negotiating table, leading to fair trade deals and a more balanced global economy. The number of written offers that are being made are a sign that those fair trade deals are on the horizon. Furthermore, the tariffs were not merely a means to economic ends. They were also a symbolic act, a powerful message to the world that America was back, that it was no longer willing to be taken for granted. President Trump's tariffs are a testament to his unwavering commitment to his campaign promises, a demonstration that he was willing to fight for the forgotten man and woman who had placed their faith in him. These written offers are proof that the world has gotten the message. The tariff strategy, therefore, is more than just a set of economic policies. It's a reflection of a broader worldview, a rejection of globalism, and a reaffirmation of American sovereignty. It's a testament to the power of a single individual to disrupt the status quo and reshape the global economic landscape. The number of written offers that have already been made show that the global economic landscape is indeed being reshaped. While the long-term consequences of this strategy remain to be seen, its impact on the American political discourse is undeniable. It has galvanized the MAGA base, solidified their support for President Trump, and reshaped the debate about America's role in the world. For them, Trump's tariff strategy and the responses from other nations embodies the very essence of making America great again. So what do you think about President Trump's tariff strategy? Please share your thoughts in the comments.